Hello, you guys. This is going to be a little bit of a different video today for you. This is kind of like a last minute idea because I was waiting on some packages that have been delayed. Haven't been able to like film any hauls or any of the things that I had planned. And the weather has been terrible. So anyway, not very inspiring. But I do have an appointment today for like a lash keratin and touch up on my microblading. And I thought, why not show you guys, because I do have so many questions, especially on the brows. If you guys go back into my YouTube here, it's really embarrassing, but back in like 2014 when I first started the channel, or 2013, you can see how my brows were prior to any microblading at all. And it was nothing like this. I actually really love them, even though it's super faded. At least now they are shaped and there's just something in there, you know, like I said, even though they are pretty faded. So this is my natural brows in here. I wanted to show you. Gosh, I see a little fuzz. I'm trying to capture here. And I wanted to show you guys, this is my brows. This is the hairs, and this is like where the majority of the microblading is right now. So there's like no makeup whatsoever. You can kind of see here, very faded. When I first got them done, they did have the beautiful strokes and it looked just amazing, very bold. I do love a bold brow. What we're doing right now is Kate from the Lash and Brow company here in Carmel in town. If you guys are in Indianapolis, I highly recommend her. She's the only girl right now who does have, first of all, she's already done my brows in the old method, which I already loved, but she brought the nano strokes, which is with this little machine, and it's a lot better for your skin. It's just very surfacey, so you would never have those like green tattoo-ish looking marks on your brows, you know, after the microblading fades. Some of the techniques will leave that mark, and it's just kind of frustrating because nobody wants that, you know, like a tattoo mark on your face. So I am pumped that she brought this technique in here. She actually went to Russia to learn this technique and brought it here to the salon, and I'm so excited to try it out. We're gonna try to do some footage of, you know, the process, what it entails, what it takes. I'll do some like after the procedure, like healing times, and talk a little bit more about it, but just wanted to kind of give you an overview of the before and what it looks like. And I'm also going to do a keratin treatment on my lashes, which is essentially like a perm for your lashes, and they tint it, which is so nice because here's my lashes naturally, which I do use a serum for their growth, you guys. They are actually pretty decent in my opinion. I'll link it here. The serum that I have been using for almost 2 years now, and I usually get them on Nordstrom sale. They go on sale again during the holidays, so you guys just keep on checking. But it is a great investment, and I actually have the same one for my brows. I'll also link it here, just so they look a little more bushy, because I do have very bare, scarred hairs in my brows. So anyway, so this is what we're dealing with today. I will do a little recap, you know, afterwards, and I will have the ladies hopefully do some footage there while I'm getting the procedures done. The most investment, and I'll talk about prices too. If you are in town, I do have a discount code. I think just mentioning my name, Karina, from Karina Style Diaries, you know, just say I know that there's a discount. I believe it's 10%, but I'm gonna confirm with you guys. Times and healing prices and all of that, I'll touch base exactly after the fact. So let's do this. So we're gonna do the keratin first. So do you want to explain the process a little bit?
Sure.
That's Peyton right there.
Hi. So what we'll be doing is placing some eye pads underneath your underneath your eyes to hold down your bottom lashes. We'll then determine the size of your lashes with some little rods, and we'll glue those onto the top of the eyelids and lay the lashes up onto them. We'll apply the first step for 25 minutes with some heat, and that's going to create the curl.
Okay.
Then we will tint them black for 10 minutes, and then we'll do 2 steps of hydrating. And so your lashes will get nice and healthy and start growing.
Awesome. And then will it be like a little tinting too?
Yes. So the second step is going to be the tint, and so they'll be nice and black. And then after the entire process, you won't want to get them wet for 48 hours. After the 48 hours, you're good to go ahead and wear mascara, makeup, and go on with your normal routine.
Awesome. So let's do that. This was the keratin, which is much nicer under that light, but I have no mascara on. It just looks like mascara. It's so pretty. Okay guys, I'm here with Kate now, the mastermind out of the brows. I got my brows done with her a few years ago, and it was just a different technique, and now she has the Nano Technique. Is that what you call? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's with a little machine, and I've got that done before in Brazil, like many years ago. They were like really pioneers, I feel like. And that was just the best. So I'm so excited to touch these babies up, and they look like real strokes, and we're gonna try to get some footage of like the actual machine going in and all that action. So there's supposed to be no healing time on this.
Yeah, it's just really different. There's no trauma to the skin. So I'm gonna snap a few pictures of you. Yeah, it's really different. And you know, I'm an esthetician by trade, by licensing. So skin being intact was really important to me, and I started to like realize that what was happening was it was creating scar tissue. And so skin from the top layer of what is called your epidermis, the top layer of your dermis, is about 2.5 millimeters. And the problem with microblading is you're guessing. Even the best artists, even the best training, you're just guessing. You don't know where you are in the skin. So with the machine that I'm using, we know that when the needle is out at a certain length, from, think of like a punch behind it, the needle getting punched out, it's 2.5 millimeters. So from there, I'm gonna adjust it depending on how thick that, you know, epidermis is, and if you have like some fatty tissue and things like that. Or go the other way, if your skin looks thinner, then I'm gonna adjust the needle and make it a little bit shorter. So you have a much better guess of where you are in the skin. You can still totally blow out strokes if you are pushing too hard, if your needle isn't at the right angle, you know, lots of things like that. So you still can cause trauma, just like you can with anything, but there's just way less trauma. So you're not cutting into the skin anymore. We're implanting little itty bitty dots, and I'll have one of my team members put one of our like micro lenses on, so you guys will actually get to see what this looks like going into the skin. But with that, what's gonna happen is you guys are gonna see this is actually one needle. It's about the size of an acupuncture needle. So it is super, super little. It's amazing, so yeah.
Yay, we're excited.
Yeah, so we're gonna draw on some strokes first so she can see like what we're doing. And then from there we'll get going, so.
Okay.
And she already has a good like shape from when we had first done it. So we're just gonna really like, gonna add a little bit more.
Okay. Okay guys, so this is the rough draft.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, with the pencil. So this is just like kind of the design that Kate's gonna go over with the pen, and it's a much thinner stroke. This just outlines what the brow's gonna look like. And I am excited for some bold brows.
Strokes come through. They're really light right now.
Yeah.
So this pigment takes a little bit of time to darken up, and then we'll go back and do another pass.
So good. It's amazing. Wow. So guys, here is the next day. So I did end up washing my hair in the bathtub, which is not ideal, but I didn't want to like wet them too much, especially my lashes. And you know, inevitably I did wet them a little bit, but quickly wiped it with a little toilet paper, like just very softly, so you can see that the tint is still here, and the curl, this is massive curl. It looks even more amazing when you put mascara on, because then it just like amps. It's almost like having like beautiful natural lashes to start with, which mine are very like bare, and they are like, it's just really light, a light color, not really blonde, but maybe like a grayish, so you can barely see it until you have the mascara on. And this just gives me like a beautiful natural lash. And then this is a super close up of the Nano microblading, which is, I guess it's just called Nano. I'm like trying to figure out the new terms, but as you can see, it's like there's the stroke in here, and this is the second day, you guys. I got them done last night, so it will soften, and you will like, especially the color, but the strokes are just beautiful. And you have to find a professional that does it like a really good job, because it can be a lot, and it can be very blurry too. It just looks like a very dark, you know, like all mashed together. So I would say just research, make sure that you're going to a good professional. And this is what it looks like with no makeup at all. As you can see, my melasma is peeking through like crazy, but I want for you guys to see the actual work. And then we will be doing a brow lamination. Here she said in about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, so it just fully heals. I'm supposed to be putting the ointment at night, or not at night, morning and evening for 10 days. So I just shower, put it on, won't look at it again. And just prevents me from having to do my brows all the time. And you guys, gives me super, super bold brows with a bare skin, which I absolutely love. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was informative enough. I guess the main difference between Nano and the actual microblading with the, you know, with that knife or whatever it is, the tool that they used, is that it's much, much better for our skin. It doesn't cause any trauma to the skin. Therefore, there's no scabbing. There's just very little fluid coming through, which mine hasn't even had any yet, but she said it is expected if it does happen. So I hope that this was informative to you guys. Do let me know if you have any other questions, because I can pass them along to Kate. And, you know, if there's enough questions that are different, I may do like a follow-up video. But also make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Karina Style Diaries if you're not yet, because I will be giving more like, you know, ongoing updates throughout the next few months. So anyway, I'll see you next time, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Um beijo. Tchau, tchau.